Okay, okay. Now it says I'm live on YouTube. Okay. V, can you hear me? Hi, how are you doing? Okay, stream health. Are we good? Excellent connection. Let's go. Finally, no issues for once. Whew. Okay, okay. Let's go. Alright, now I'm gonna go minimize that. Hopefully the music itself isn't too loud. How's that sound? Should I lower it? Should I turn it up? What do you guys think? How's the background music? Yo, Gengeki! I'm glad you can hear me, V. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and start getting into this, but before we do, I need to show y'all. Look at this list. This thing is enormous. Look. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Refreshing. We're getting some more. So many. This is just the completed section. I've still got a bunch of anime that are just sitting off to the side that I haven't watched yet, or I've started watching and haven't finished. Because, like, I've still got some that current watching. I rarely put any on hold. There is a few dropped. There's a few dropped. These, if they're on my dropped, it's complete and utter trash. You should never watch it. Was just watching Kuroko. No. Is there a basket after that? Ray, how's it going? Ray, was that you who jump scared me with the YouTube subscription earlier? Just before stream? And then the plan to watch is a whole other list. 128. But completed goes all the way to, we're gonna get the number 519. I should have put 500 plus. 5 is a much better number than 4 on the thumbnail. Why did it scare you? So since I was in the middle of setting up for stream, oh, it was you based. I was in the middle of setting up everything, so I had OBS open. So when you subbed, it gave the notification, and I just got jump scared by it. So many anime you have to watch. Oh no, V. There's too many. I'm gonna be real. A lot of it is mid. Oh. Let's go. W scare was a W scare. Hitting me like it's phasmophobia. Alright, so this anime, 'Tis Time for Torture Princess. It's a pretty fun one. I liked it. It's a good time. Nice time waster. It's not like an amazing story. It's not complex. It's got its gimmick. But I do like the way that everything... They were somehow able to keep the gimmick fresh throughout the show. Which, the gimmick is, alright, princess is captured, she's in dungeon, we're gonna torture you for information. The torture is something she absolutely really loves. And then she eventually gives in and gives information. Yeah, Basket, you're at episode 18, you love to see it. You and BM have to play some Genshin. You're gonna have to hop on at the time he has me helping him speedrun his missions. Oh. Because other than that, I don't really touch Genshin anymore. Favorite anime is My Hero. That is fair. It is very popular. It's not a bad anime either. As for this, I would give it an 8. I think it's very good. I wouldn't put it much higher, but I wouldn't put it lower either. It's a good time. I like it. You don't think you only get on to help him. It's true, Ray. Aside from that, I hadn't actually played the game in years. Alright, so I'll give 'Tis Time for Torture Princess a solid 8. It's a good time. I'd recommend it to people. 7th Time Loop. Another, like... reincarnation anime, but instead she's going backwards in her own life. We only get to see the 7th iteration. It's not exactly... The show itself isn't complete, but it is surprisingly wholesome. Her and big dude right here, he ends up being the guy that she's falling for. Favorite anime is Black Butler based. The fandom is just kinda... Gengeki, don't get into the fandoms of anything ever. It ruins it. Just enjoy the thing away from the fandom. Unless it's Kirby. I've never seen a problem with the Kirby fandom, I'm gonna be real. But overall, I think this was pretty good. I'd say maybe 6 or 7. I'll stick with a 7. It is a good watch, though. Definitely If there was more to it, it would probably do a bit better, but we'll have to see what they do with the later seasons. 86. Peak. Such a good show. Peak. Easy. 10 out of 10. Made me rethink life, unironically. Unironically made me rethink life. It is such a good show. 91 days, or 91 days. Honestly, not a bad watch. I wouldn't go around recommending this to people. It's a good time waster. It's a revenge mafia type show. You're not a true anime watcher. No, it's okay. It's okay, V. You don't have to be. Even just enjoying a few here and there is more than fine. What is that emote, Ray? No. Rest in peace. Without the fandom is a 7 or 8, but with the fandom, it's like a 2. 91 days, I'll give it a 6. I think it's okay. It's not bad. I wouldn't go around recommending it to anyone. The Herbivorous Dragon. I actually really liked this. This one I would give an 8. I would recommend this to people who enjoy like the type of show that this is. It's got a little bit of a serious tone every now and then, but it's mostly comedic. Poor guy, he's just a giant lizard who lived longer than he was supposed to, and everyone thinks he's evil. It's beautiful. I love the dynamic between him and his disciple, I think is the word they used. It's great. And like, so far, out of all the Chinese anime I've watched, every single one has been a banger. So now if I watch a Chinese anime, I expect it just to be, I just expect it to slap now. Same thing with season 2. Although I really did like season 2's intro way better. I did like season 2's intro way better. It was really good. Your first anime was Assassination Classroom. That is a really good one to start. My first anime was Soul Eater, which also was a great start. That got me hooked. After that, I was just all in. I don't count Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon because I watched those on Saturday mornings. That was before I was aware of what anime was, so those don't count. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, Dragon Ball. Oh, this one's wholesome. Honestly, I'd give it a 7. Another isekai, except the main character ends up adopting 2 kids that he just finds in the forest. Your first anime you watched was Sword Art Online. I am so sorry, Ray. I am so sorry. SAO started off so good. It had so much potential. It was hype. It was it essentially popularized the isekai genre. And then they shot themselves in the foot. And then I never watched it again after that. Apparently, the new season, Alicization, is really good, and people have been telling me that. And I'm just like, no, I've given up on it. I am not watching it again. Never. I've already had my heart broken once. You've only watched one Chinese anime. It was a banger. What was it, Gengeki? I must know. Nobody's Way to Exploration Hero. It's all right. I think 5.82 is a bit high. I wouldn't put it higher than a 5. It's a fantasy anime. It's all right. You know, some good fantasy slop to enjoy when you don't have anything else to watch. You need to watch it again. It's been so long since you've seen it. Please, don't hurt yourself like this, Ray. Please, we can get you some help. Amen to the SAO take. Yeah, that's just how it goes. It was like the coolest thing ever, and then they just ruined it, and it's just like, bro, why even do this? Send help. Gengeki, go help Ray. I believe in you. Call 911. Playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life. It was pretty wholesome. Got a little weird at points. But, you know, that's usually what happens with these types of anime. It's not an isekai. It's not... It's a fantasy game anime. So it's just... It's okay. It's okay. I'd give it a 5. I didn't hate watching it, but I didn't love it either. Scissor 7. Yo, that's... My buddy has showed me a few clips from it, and I have it on my watch list for on Netflix. I just need to actually sit down and watch it. But from what I've seen out of it, absolute banger from the few clips I've seen. You know what? You want another recommendation for a Chinese anime? Link Click. Hold on, let me go. This one. Absolutely slaps. Although this isn't one you watch like bits and pieces at a time. This is an anime you binge. It gives you a lot of info and you don't want to forget stuff that happens. Alright, now let's get back to the list while we get distracted. Returner's magic should be special. Trying to remember this one. That's not a good sign. Trying to remember it as a struggle is not a good sign. I don't really remember too much about it. I mean, I got a little idea of it with just the name. He has like the lowest level powers out of everyone, but since he got reincarnated, he knows how to use it way better than everyone else. So he's just an absolute Giga Chad. And then he gets his girlfriends, and then his boyfriend, the femboy, and then it's just typical fantasy slop. I give it a 5. You know, I'll give it a 6. Hold on, let me go back. It was a little better than the other typical fantasy slop. I'll give it a 6. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. What an isekai or soft isekai always have really long titles. I have no idea, Gengeki. All I know is the light novels are the ones that started it. If the light novels didn't have the long titles, these isekai anime would not have them like that. It's just like, bro, why? You could put it down into like 2 words and it'll still fit. Cell World. I haven't seen this in ages. I don't remember too much about it because of how long ago I've seen it. But it was pretty good from what I remember. I'd probably give it an 8. I'll probably give it an 8. I can't remember too much from it, but that's just because it's been a long time. I mean, it didn't really say. Ajin, on the other hand, wrong one. I always clicked the wrong one. I really liked Ajin. This is one of the few anime that I've seen that's like done all CG, and it actually does it so well. The intro for it is amazing too. If you haven't heard the intro, hold on, let me go put on the intro for it. The intro is so good. I still listen to the intro every now and then. You watched an anime a few weeks ago, Chillin' in Another World with Level 2 Cheats. Why don't you watch Chillin' in My 30s? That one's way better. Trust. Alright, here it is. It's this one. This was done by Flumpool? Based! Alright, now to hide that away and not get stream shut down. But absolute banger. The show's premise is actually pretty good itself. It's fairly well done. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. We give season 2 the same rating. Akagi. Oh, this was an interesting one. So, Gengeki, was it you who was telling me about playing Mahjong? Or was that someone else? I don't remember. I want to say it was you. But I did watch Akagi, and it took a little bit for me to get into it. But once I was in, I was hooked. The main reason I gave it a shot was because I noticed the art style is like the same as Kaiji, so I assume it's the same creator. And Kaiji went crazy. I loved Kaiji. It was so good. Akagi, on the other hand, pretty good. I liked it. I'm not going to give it like an amazing praise because, I mean, to be fair, I didn't understand. If I understood Mahjong a bit more beforehand, I mean, they did kind of teach you a little bit. But if I understood it more, it probably would have made more sense and probably would have had a much better enjoyment of it. Oh, this is a fun one. Akiba Maid War. The intro for this was so good. They have so many scenes where they do song and dance and then people are just dying in it. The title is a sentence. A sentence. What? Mahjong, not me. What? The title is... I'm lost, Gengeki. But Akiba Maid War, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Ranko here. Best girl, easy. She's 30. Woman after my own heart. No, but the story for it is just so wacky, it's great. It's wacky, it's goofy, but it's also so serious. You don't know what Mahjong is? Oh, okay. The Mahjong was someone else. But, Akiba Maid War is something I would recommend to people actively. It's fun, it's weird, it's great. It's a little sad. A little dark. It's got a good combination of everything. Am I actually the strongest? This is more isekai slop. The only thing I remember is she got a little weird with him, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure this is his little sister, and I don't really remember what else. So, just gonna average 5 for isekai slop. This one was an anime that was published by Universal Studios, surprisingly. Which I also noticed. Universal Studios likes to reuse the same, like, 3 voice actors. So, I noticed these 2 voice actors are used across multiple anime that they have published over and over. Which I thought was interesting. They're like, yeah, we got a few voice actors for anime under our belt. And we are only using them. Honestly, it's alright. I remember a little bit of it. This girl here's kind of crazy, but it's okay. It's not bad. I'd give it a 6. Nothing crazy. Nothing. Not great. Not terrible. Little better out of the enjoyment of it, but mostly because I actually do remember some of it. Angel Beats, Angel Beats, Angel Beats. Now this was an anime that people were telling me to watch constantly when I was back in high school. And then I did eventually. They're like, you're gonna cry. It's gonna make you cry. You're gonna cry. I didn't have a heart back then. I was so edgy. I had no feelings. Eminence in Shadow is a basic isekai, but it got the waifus to back it up. No, so here's the thing about Eminence in Shadow Gengeki. It takes all of the tropes of isekai and plays them to a whole other level that actually makes it good. Honestly, we need more isekai to be at the level of Eminence in Shadow. Eminence in Shadow was actually so good. At least in comparison to other isekai. Like, it's not the best anime ever. Obviously, it's far from it. But when it comes to isekai, that is what we should be getting. We should be getting main characters who are extra, almost to a fault like that. Get it to where, yeah, you have your little bit of fan service, but it's not, the fan service isn't constantly shoved in your face and unnecessary. When it is put in at points where it makes sense. Now, back to Angel Beats. I think this score that they gave right here is solid. I did enjoy Angel Beats, but back then it did not make me cry. Nowadays, it might, because I have grown a heart, like the Grinch. increased 3 whole sizes. Had to go to the hospital for that. No, but I did find a lot of enjoyment in this anime. This is one I would recommend to people. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put it at a 9. Be a little more generous with it. Angels of Death. The title seemed cool. It's Minecraft, but you'll be lurking. Yo, enjoy the Minecraft, Ray. Have a good one. Like, look at the art. It actually looks pretty good. The animation itself wasn't bad. Some of the background music and stuff they used was solid. But the story just wasn't there. It was so bad. You see this score right here? There is no way these people rated this based off of the story. They did it off the animation and the maybe the art direction. I guess the art direction was good. It had a decent premise, but the story itself just wasn't there. It was so bad. I'm giving it a 3. Those people were wrong. Everyone who put it high enough for it to get a 6 was wrong. Another. This was one of my favorite anime back in high school. You know, there wasn't much horror anime. This was like one of the best horror anime out. I really like watching horror stuff. And what really got me to watch it was the umbrella death scene. It was so stupid. It was so goofy. Everything about this show was just wacky. It was trying to take itself seriously. But I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. I give it an 8. Whoops. Ari Ferretta. This is one that's been going on for a while. As you can see, 3 seasons. Good enough to get along for that long, and it was good enough to get me to watch all of them. It is kind of like your typical isekai, but the main character's a bit edgier than normal. He still gets his harem, builds up over time. The Dragon Lady's best girl, by the way. Totally darkness coded. It's probably one of your favorite isekai, bro. He's so extra. For still being a whole bunch of feathers to tell what's her name that he wanted to recruit. Yeah, exactly. He just kind of goes out of the way. It's great. It's so good. It does have its moments where it is slow and it's like, yeah, it's okay. But when it is popping off, it pops off. Easy 8. Easy 8 for all 3. Reincarnated Aristocrat. Oh, this one. This is a much newer one, so I actually do remember quite a bit of it. This boy right here, he's got a special power. He can tell how good people are at certain things. So that way he can go and like nitpick out who is the best of the best in specific fields. As an example, this lady right here is a mage that he recruited. Because she had like the highest magic power out of everyone. I won't go into the details of it, but I think the story for this is super well done. The animation is amazing. The sound design is so good. When they do hit some emotional points, and it is so good. Honestly, I'm stuck between it. If I could, I would give this an 8.5. I don't think it's good enough for a 9, but I think it's better than an 8. So I guess I'll just settle with giving it an 8 for both seasons. It's good. It's worth a watch. I'd recommend it to people. Oh, finally, Ascendance of a Bookworm. This, another isekai. But the main character here gets transported into a world there. The books aren't available to everyone yet because it's your typical fantasy world, kinda. There are people who are able to use magic, but it's like only nobles. If you get a commoner who's able to use magic, it's usually like a sickness. But her whole thing is she wants to make books available to everyone. So that way everyone can enjoy reading, especially her, because she really wants to read because she's a bookworm. It is great. This is such a good anime. It's very wholesome. Probably one of the better isekai I've watched. And I've watched a lot. Konosuba's your second favorite isekai. Your number one's got to be ReZero. Those are excellent choices, Gengeki. I do not blame you. Those are both peak shows. Assassination Classroom. I watched this back when I was in high school, and I still remember good chunks of it. I don't remember everything, because that was like 80 years ago. Back in my day. But honestly, very good. I think the score it has is deserved. I would give it an 8. That ending was so sad, though. I didn't think they were going to do it like that. Assassin's Pride. Teacher, student, he's secretly an assassin, but he's not very assassin-like. This disappointed me. I'm giving it a 4. It wasn't like garbage, but it did disappoint me. Just enough for me to not... Just enough for me to put it as bad. Although, the intro for it kind of goes crazy. Hold on, let me go find the intro for it. I will occasionally flex the intros just so everyone can hear them. All right. All right, I'm going to stop it there so the stream doesn't get shut down. But honestly, intro was a banger. All right. This one is another interesting one. This one's a fantasy, not an isekai. Honestly, probably one of the better fantasy anime. Very wholesome. Look, he got his wife. Bro scored. He scored so hard. Absolute unit. What a legend. I did watch this one kind of recently, so I do remember quite a bit about it, especially with Season 2. I'm actually kind of shocked it got a Season 2. Normally, these types of anime do not get a second season ever. It is one and done. But the fact that it was able to go for so long is so good. I think the scores they got are about deserved. I would give them a 7. I enjoyed them. Not something I would go around recommending to everyone else, but it's good. It's enjoyable. If I knew someone who was into that genre of anime, I would recommend it to them, but only if they are. Barakamon. So, back when I was in high school, I would always read the manga for something before I would watch it to make sure it was good enough for me to spend my time on. This was one of the ones that I read the manga for first. Snow Bunny Mind Control. It just be like that sometime, Gengeki. But as I was saying, pretty wholesome anime. He's a calligrapher. He has some problems in life, ends up getting shoved out in the sticks by a family member, I believe. It's been a very long time, so I'm trying to just sum this up without reading the synopsis, because I don't want to read the synopsis. That is a lot of words. But it's just about what his daily life is, putting up with the people in the village, because the kids like to go and sneak into his house and hang out and watch him write, and sometimes he teaches them how to write. It's a really wholesome show. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very good. 9 out of 10. Easy. Would recommend. Yo, idiot puppy ZZZ. Is that ZZZ for Zenless Zone Zero, or are you sleeping? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. As for battle game in 5 seconds, sleeping. All right, base. You know what? We like sleeping here. We are a big EP. This one, it's death game. It's death game. You know, like Mirai Nikki, or what was the English name for it? I don't remember the English name. I forgot the English name for Mirai Nikki. I can only remember the Japanese game. Oh god, I am cooked. It is over. Someone put me out of my misery. Plot point is phone death game. Someone challenges you. You get 5 seconds to set up. Yo, I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. What a legend. I'm good and you can call me puppy. All right, puppy. Appreciate you. But it's all right. It's not something I would go say was bad. It was all right. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. The animation for it, I think, was good. It's been a while since I've seen it though, so I may look back on it and see it was absolute dog water. I'm just going entirely based off the few things I can remember. Although I think the intro for this one kind of slapped too. Hold on, let me look this one up. Maybe it was the outro. I think the intro's still solid. Ah, there it is. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the outro. The outro slaps. Oh. I'd say it's worth it just for the outro. It's so good. Peak. Unironically. That was such a good outro. The anime itself, you know what? Just because of that outro, I'm giving it a higher score. I'm giving it a 6 now. Not many people even watch the outros for anime, so the fact that they went so hard with it was so good. Beast Tamer. Another, like, fantasy isekai thing. I don't remember if this exactly was isekai. I'm just assuming at this point. Main character right there. Dragon Girl, Best Girl. It was pretty wholesome. I do remember enjoying it a bit, so I'm going to give it a 6. I don't remember much else about it, though. I'm going to be real. Beelzebub. Oh, this one. It's been ages since I've seen this. But there is still so much of this stuck in my mind. It was such a good anime. So many good characters spread around. You see this maid right here? One of the best characters in the show. She's not even the best character in the show. It's great. There's so many good characters. They're all so well done. I believe this score they got, that's pretty deserved. So I'm gonna rate it an 8. Berserk of Gluttony. You looked amazing, you sounded amazing, but your story was so middling. It's just edgy fantasy. It's something that you watch and then you don't really remember much of it. I give it a 5. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. It's not like it was bad, but it wasn't great either. It's not enough to actually stick with me. The only reason I remember as much as I do now is because this was fairly recent. Black Bullet. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember much about this, aside from 2 things. 1, the intro. Is this the right one? Yeah. Okay, that's one of the two things I remember about it. And the other thing I remember about it is at one point, the main character, because I watched the show back when I was in high school at the recommendation of one of my friends. He recommended, he's like, dude, this anime is so good. This anime is so good. You need to watch it. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. He showed me the intro to get me into it. And honestly, the intro slaps. He won me over with that. But at one point, it finally clicked because the main character was just surrounded by all these little kids. And it was getting really weird really fast. And I went up to him and I'm like, bro, do you have something you need to say to me? And then I told him about that, and he's like, oh yeah, that anime does do that. I'm like, bro, why would you do this? That was weird. That was it. Those are the two things I remember about the anime. The intro that slaps and how weird that moment was that I had to go tell my buddy who recommended it to me, like, you good? Do you need help? We will find a professional for you. Oh, wait, did I even rank it? I didn't even rank it. That's how traumatized I am. I didn't even remember to rate it. Oh, Black Lagoon. I actually did watch this somewhat recently. Peak show. Very, very, very good. Not the best, but I had a great time with it. Revy, amazing character. The main character, I don't remember what his name is, but he slowly, throughout the show, does things that shows him becoming more like them, and it is great. He's a bit of a wimp the whole time, but, you know, he's new to this. He hasn't been a criminal for long. Oh, should probably rate the second season the same as well. I forgot the background music. There we go. Put it back on. Loved watching Black Lagoon. Black Summoner. This is another one of the Chinese anime that I've watched. And this was also really good. Essentially, what's going on... wow, I actually don't remember much. I remember it was really good, though. I really enjoyed this show, but... I don't remember the premise. Wow. Maybe it wasn't as good as I thought it was. I'll give it a 7. Maybe it's been longer than I thought since I last watched it. When did this come out? This came out in summer 20... That's not even that long ago. Hold on, I'm just gonna read into this. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember it. Wow. All I know is I had a really good time watching it. That's close enough. Blood Lad. Another one I saw while I was in high school. This was a good one. It was fun. Wasn't the best, wasn't terrible, it wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. I'll give it a 7. It deserves it. Blood Sea. So, this is an anime I ended up watching for one specific scene. It's like I told you, I really liked horror anime. And I saw one... Let's see, hold on. One specific scene, and I'm like, oh, that is so cool. I need to watch this. This is gonna be amazing. Was it this one? Was it this one? Ah, here it is. This. This scene. And I'm like, oh, this seems like it's gonna be a really cool anime. You know, pretty dark. Look at that. Show guts and everything. Kind of crazy. The anime itself was mid. The intro, on the other hand, was very enjoyable. Let me just pause that. Go here. We will get... Is it this one? That's not it. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't the intro. Maybe it was the outro. Kind of sounds like the Mystery Inc. OP. Yeah, kinda. Let's see. This is what. It was the outro. This outro went crazy. The main character's design. The main character's design is also really cool. She looks great. But the story itself, in my opinion, just wasn't there. It was very edgy, though. Very, very edgy. Alright, I'll shove that back off to the side and get back to this. We'll get distracted with intros and outros every now and then. I think a 6 is deserved. I think it's deserved. It's good slop to just watch and just turn your brain off. Blue Exorcist. Season 1. One of my favorite anime for the longest time. Easy. And remember how I said I read the manga for everything before I don't even have all the seasons of Blue Exorcist on here. Remember how I said I read the manga for everything? So, since I read the manga for everything beforehand when I was in high school, when I got to season 2 of Blue Exorcist, I saw the story was differing, and I'm like, what? This didn't happen? What's going on here? And I was mad. I was so mad because season 2 sucked in comparison to season 1. And I was just like, bro. And then season 3 decides to follow the actual storyline. And I'm just like, come on, y'all really had to do that. I can't believe, I don't like when anime does that, where they're like, yeah, we'll do season 1 exactly as it's supposed to be, and then we'll just kind of make up stuff for season 2. Or they'll just skip whole parts. Like, was it Made in Abyss? It wasn't Made in Abyss. It's, what was the anime where all the kids are basically in a farm for, monsters to eat them? What was that called? Hold on. Let me look this up. The Promised Neverland. That's what it was. Yeah, The Promised Neverland. They did exactly, season 1 properly, followed the story properly. And then apparently they just straight up skipped a fat chunk of the story and made season 2 be what was way after a bunch of stuff that was supposed to happen. And it's like, bro, why would you do that? Why? You just ruined it for everyone. You had something amazing and then threw it in the trash. Why do the anime studios have to do that? Blue Lock. Unironically, this is one of the few sports anime I have ever watched, and it had me hooked. I was not ready for the level of addicted to Blue Lock I was going to be. And then the level of disappointment I experienced with Blue Lock Season 2. I found a YouTube video before I saw the first episode of Season 2. And I'm like, this has to be a joke, right? This has to be a joke. It can't actually be like this. It can't be. Hold on. Let me go find the video. It can't actually be like this. This just has to be a meme. Like, it's got to be a meme. People are just complaining for no reason. And then I went and watched the first episode, and it was right. It was so right. I was mad. It was like that the whole season until the last episode when they brought the animation quality back. All right, hold on. We're gonna put up a little video for y'all. Here it is. Make sure y'all can hear this. The channel is Sylvanus. I've been watching them for a while. Great skits. Love them.
Whew, man, new episode of Blue Lock, more peak. Man, this the best sports anime, hands down. And this episode,
unironically me.
Season 2 about to prove it, man. Let's get it. Can't wait. Yeah.
This is unironically me. Look, what's your first sports anime?
Yeah.
If they pull a season 2 and season 3, I'm gonna be so mad. I might actually just end it all, Gengeki, if they do that.
Now we gotta stop letting animators see their family, cause what the fuck? God, this is trash! This is trash! Oh no!
Yup.
Not Blue Lock! Come on! Man!
I unironically almost cried.
God, please take this animation and give it to One Piece, okay? They don't need it, alright? They'll watch anything, please! Bro, I am not.
As someone who
watching
watches
kids
One Piece,
play
it's
soccer
true.
right now. This is not. No, this is not happening. This is because I made fun of Ninja Kamui, ain't it?
I have also made fun of Ninja Kamui. I'm not gonna lie.
You had a great run. You almost beat Haiku.
Unironically me. Also, this guy's videos are amazing. If y'all aren't subbed to him, go do it. It's great. They're only ever a few minutes long. It's beautiful. I love his skits. But yeah. Season 2 dragged way down. The fact that this is even up here is probably specifically just from the final episode. Because the final episode is where all the animation quality went. Instead of making it good just all around, they saved it for the end. The worst part is I'm not even sure if I can put it lower than 7 because the story was still there. The story and sound design still existed, but the animation just wasn't real. The animation was a lie. I'm putting it as a 6. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Think a 4-point drop. Bofurry. Another video game anime. Pretty wholesome, very fun. Goofy with the way the main character's like guild does stuff. There's exactly one person right here who actually balances their stats out. Everyone else is just completely insane and does like what she does. She just straight up maxes everything into defense. And then we've got these 2 kids. I'm not sure, was it this season or this season? We get the 2 kids who just both max attack. They could have made it mid, but not trash. That's true. They could have done so much instead. But, Bofurry was fun. I enjoyed it. I think it was good. I think a 7 is deserved. It's not something I'd go around recommending to people all the time. But, where are we at? Oh god, the thing reset. There we are. Ooh, this one I haven't seen in a long time either. I watched this back in high school. You know, back in my day. Oh god. I'm so old. But, this was another one of my favorite anime for a while. It was a little edgy. I will admit that. Oh wait, I never turned the music back on. It was a little edgy. I will admit that. You know, the bro's got his harem, but I think the story overall was pretty solid, and the intro was good. The intro was good. It was really dubstep. It was super dubstep, but wasn't bad. Hold on, let me go see if I can find it real fast. I need to take the animator's breaks away. Exactly, Gengeki. Let's go to YouTube. We'll put up the intro for this. I do have a funny story relating to this. I do have a really funny story relating to this anime, but I'll get there in a minute. And it's just that on repeat, basically. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. They did not need to make it 5.5 minutes, though. I'm gonna be real. Obviously, the intro itself wasn't 5.5 minutes. It's 1.5 minutes, like most anime. But, yeah, I'm saying the original didn't need to be 5.5 minutes. So, funny story about this anime. Back in high school, I was in an anime club. And also back in high school, that was back when people would put anime on YouTube in like multiple parts. So I watched the entirety of this anime on YouTube, broken up into parts. And I'm like, yeah, this was good. I think people enjoy this for Anime Club. Little did I know, people censored it for YouTube, and I had no idea. There was a bath scene that was cut out of the version on YouTube. So, I accidentally showed everyone in my anime club anime tits without intending to. Everyone looked at me, like my best friend was like, super into anime stuff, super like pervy anime stuff. Everyone was like, wow, we expected the one to show this to everyone to be him, not you. The amount of shock was hilarious. I had no idea that was gonna happen. I was as shocked as everyone else. It was so funny. Alright, let's see what we got next. Oh, wait, did I even rate it? I did not. I give it a 7. It was very enjoyable. Batum. I haven't seen this one in a while either. I think this was Death Game. They were trapped on an island. Obviously he edgy, then horny for girl. That's what he was. I don't really remember much else about it, I'm gonna be real. I don't remember hating it, but I don't remember loving it either. I'll give it a 6. This is a more recent anime. Buchigiri! This one, actually so good. Like, think like your typical, what was that type? Think like your typical delinquent anime, but with JoJo stands. It's fun. It's a great show. I loved it. I've actually recommended this to people before. It's fun, and the story itself is actually complete. So it's not a huge investment. Only 12 episodes. Main character's a bit wimpy and a bit of a crybaby the whole time, but they're able to make up for it with the way the rest of the story goes. It's good. It's enjoyable. Did I rate it? I did rate it. Buddy Daddies. Oh, this one is so good. It's like Spy X Family, except 2 adoptive dads instead. And they're best friends, and they're like super spies. And this little girl keeps getting herself caught into trouble. A little too much. It's very wholesome though. I enjoy it. I enjoy it more than I do Spy Family. I give it a 9. I think this 8 is too low. I think it deserves a 9. By the grace of the gods. Okay. There's literally soap slimes. That's part of the main reason why I actually watched this, was because of the slimes. It was also actually a really wholesome show. I think it was good. I believe the 7 is deserved. Very wholesome. It's a good time. It doesn't feel like a waste. It's nice. This is a recent one. Bye Bye Earth. I was shocked with the 10 episode thing. That threw me off so bad. I think season 2 started actually. Hold on, let me double check. I might be getting this mixed up with a different anime right now. Yeah, they did get a second season announced. Or is it ongoing right now? Whatever, add to list. Alright, now back to the first one. The animation for this, really good. Great premise. The execution wasn't the best. I'm gonna be real, the execution was not great. Although I still found it enjoyable, there were quite a few moments that felt like a slog, even for it being 2 episodes shorter than normal. Slash ban, iced sulfur. Be gone, bot! Message, there we go. Chat has been cleansed. As I was saying, the execution just wasn't great. They could have done better. I'm gonna give it at least a 7. I'll give it more credit than these people are doing because it wasn't terrible, but it could have been a lot better. Cautious Hero. Oh, this. I actually did watch this recently too. And I'm gonna be real, these are my thoughts on it. This anime was so good, Gengeki. It is an isekai. So, when the god is here, she has to pick, she gets assigned to a world. So, they have like all these other gods and goddesses, and they all like pick different worlds that have different difficulty levels to, oh no, it's lag. Tragic. I'll just keep going. You'll catch up eventually. All these gods and goddesses all can do different worlds that all have different difficulty levels, and as they do those, they get to assign, they get through a list of people that they could find who they could try to help guide through that world to clear it of its demon lord. She went and picked someone with absolutely amazing stats. Like, he's an absolute unit. His only issue is he's cautious over everything. He does not trust a thing. He sees a slime, and instead of going and just smacking it like everyone else to get used to the thing, he goes back to the god realm and does like 1 billion push-ups to level up a punch. So that way, when he comes back, he absolutely obliterates the slime. Bro is so extra. He's like extra on the level of Shadow from Eminence and Shadow. It's great. But he's not doing it as a form of like entertainment. He just himself believes he has to do it like this. Like, if there was a single drop of that slime left, he would obliterate it again, because he has to be sure it is dead. This anime was such a good time. I loved it. The intro was also solid. Hold on, let me go find it. Definitely got to flex that out too. I don't know if this thing's working or not. Apparently my internet, even after restarting my router, decides I get to have 6 upload. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep streaming. Fun. It sucks. Why do I only have 6 upload speed? What happened to my connection? Is everything else looking good? I have no idea if anything's working. Well, it says the YouTube stream's running fine. It says got good stream health. Is it saying the same thing over on Twitch? I guess. It says that it's doing good, I think. I'm not entirely sure if it's actually running well. If anyone is there, please tell me. I'm also gonna run a test on my phone to see if it's actually active right now. Or if it's even running at all. View channel. The live stream. Let me disconnect from the Wi-Fi. We'll do this just on my phone, using my phone's internet. Then we will do that. See if it's actually active right now. Okay, the YouTube one's not far behind. Now let me go and check Twitch. It's good? Oh, thank God it's working. I was about ready to just end it all, Gengeki. Exaggerating, obviously, but... Now let me go and make sure that the Twitch one's working as well. It's actually running well. Alright, we're good. We're good. I don't have to I don't have to traumatize everyone live. Alright. What was the last thing you got to see, Gengeki? What was the last anime you saw me yapping about? Because I need to know if I need to re-yap. Ah. This the last one I did was Cautious Hero. Oh God, are you even gonna load now? Okay, you're loading. Whew. Cautious Hero. This is one I would specifically recommend to you, Gengeki. I loved it. The Spy Dads was the last one you saw. Okay. Wow, that was quite a bit back. That was not that far back, honestly. You didn't really miss out on much. But this one right here, Cautious Hero, very Konosuba coded with the way the main characters act. It's beautiful. You would love it. Absolute Giga Chad. It's good. You don't know the name, just knew it was great. It is great, Gengeki. I'd actually recommend watching Buddy Daddies too. Very, very good. Very wholesome. Better than Spy Family, in my opinion. Cautious Hero. This is definitely one you should watch, Gengeki. I am specifically recommending this to you. You will love this, I promise you. I also ended up showing off the intro a little bit, but I'm too lazy to do that again. Cells at Work. I enjoyed it. It was good. I had fun. And you do definitely learn things. What the stuff it is showing you is actually real. It's great. It's fun. Cells at Work Code Black is what happens when Miss Frizzle wants to give the kids a week-long, oh God, the connection's stable again. You just add it to your watch list. Based. The Twitch connection's starting to die again. You know, I might just close out the Twitch stream and keep the YouTube one going. Forgot about the background music. Oh, great. There goes the YouTube stream quality now. It's going fun! Hold on, hold on. I wonder if I can salvage this. Hello, are you gonna work? I don't know if the YouTube one's still up or not, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna start the recording. Okay, let's try just the YouTube stream. See if I can get that working properly. All right, are we back up? Are we functioning again? What do you mean send keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. My keyframe frequency is 2! Why are you getting 7? Oh god, I think stream's over. I'm gonna be real. I don't think I'm able to stream on this internet. I think it's actually over. Hold on, I'm running some more tests. YouTube is up? Okay. But is it actually functioning? Is it functioning properly? Is it, like, keeping up? Oh god, my upload speed. Why are you doing this? What is wrong with my internet? I hate it here. I actually hate it here. Why is it like this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 6 upload. Why? You were working just fine. God. I don't know what to do. Can't afford better internet anymore. God. The only one I can get like an extra $50 and I can't afford that. Can't afford $100 a month right now. God. Why? Why do you choose not to work sometimes and other times you do? What is wrong with you? Why are you like this, internet? I'm probably gonna end stream right now. I'm being real. I'm gonna be real. I need to find a way to get this to function better without that. I'm just not entirely sure what to do. Alright. This is gonna be it for the night. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I'm gonna try my best to make my internet function again. Alright, good night. Bye!